Yeah, definitely a little extra weight going into this week, knowing what happened last year. But at the same time, we know it's a completely different year. We know that that's such a fluke of a thing to happen. We're also thankful that DeMar is here with us and healthy, running around, feeling great. So it's just one of those things that if you let it control your mindset, it's not going to have a good effect on you. So, like so many things with football, you just kind of keep it in its place. Can't let it overwhelm you because the second you start worrying about things you can't control or things that may or may not happen, I think you just go down a bad path. So I think it's just all about controlling what we can, controlling our emotions, knowing it's a different year, and knowing, at the end of the day, God's got us all. So what's going to happen is supposed to happen.
I get all that for sure, but obviously you can't control the emotional reaction, and it's going to be strong for a lot of these guys, and I'm sure yourself included. Have you thought about what that's going to be like, and maybe what you do when that moment comes, when you step on that field or whenever it happens?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty cool moment to kind of get that bad taste out of our mouths. Obviously, I wish I would be playing in the game personally, but I think there's going to be a little extra energy out there. Just knowing that we've gotten through that DeMar's feeling great, that no longer, is troubling to us just because we know he's healthy. So I think there's going to be a little extra juice. There's going to be a lot of high emotions, a lot of thoughts going through people's heads, but I think as soon as that first play happens, it kind of gets pushed to the side and just becomes another game.
Are you making the trip? Or?
I want to. Yeah. Definitely want to be there, especially for Dalton, some of the younger guys. Nothing I hate worse than being at home watching a game on TV. Feels like an out-of-body experience. It's weird, so I'm definitely hoping to be there.
How tough is it to hit that point where you have to say, I can't play through this wrist anymore, the team decide, like, we better shut it down for a little bit, get it fixed?
Yeah, it was one of those things that I thought I could play through, and after talking to the doctors, it wasn't at the point yet to where I needed surgery. I think it was the Giants game was the first one. It happened in London. That first game after London felt okay, and then got to the Patriots game, and it was really bothering me. Unfortunately, felt pretty limited. I wanted to try to push through it, but I just knew it was the best decision for me and for the team to get it fixed, and knowing that, in a few weeks I'll be fully back without it lingering or anything.
And the fact that then you can be available down the stretch too, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's one of those things where if the playoffs were right now, I would have tried to push through it, done everything I can to stay out there. But it's a long season. Missing a few games isn't ideal, but I want to be there fully healthy for my team when I can be. Thankfully, we got a lot more games left.
What do you feel like you said, kind of maybe being able to be there for Dalton and Quentin, and maybe what can you do from the sideline? Like, do you feel like you can talk to them, or like?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just keeping the energy positive, even if a bad play happens, just being kind of a voice of reason, keeping everybody level-headed. I know as a rookie it's easy to have the high highs and the low lows, so just keeping everybody level, keeping everybody just controlling what they can, having the good juice and positive vibes that we need, but also, if I see someone in the defense and maybe he doesn't, maybe bringing something to his attention, but he's so smart already, he'll have most of it handled himself.
Are you excited from watching on TV to see his guys?
Oh, so excited. Oh my gosh, I completely blacked out my first touchdown. So he told me he did the same exact thing. We almost had the same exact celebration, actually. But he actually jumped into the crowd. I think I just ran over there and didn't know what to do and gave out some high fives. But it might have been, I think it was actually in the same exact corner, too, which is pretty funny. But I was very, very excited for him. And I think after you get that first one, it just kind of start feeling a little more comfortable, a little more natural out there. And he's so fun to watch. But hopefully I'll be out there watching him from the field and not just at home.